We do a lot of websites, and every project is different. I mean, different industries, different starting point, from having, a really old site that needs to be scrapped to a new product or new brand that needs to be introduced, or on rare occasions, still happens, some companies have no site at all. So we're starting with, various different pieces of information at the beginning. We're starting either with creating a brand strategy from scratch. We're working from another agency's brand strategy. We're working from a set of requirements. All of those things are very different. But every time we do a website, we do a discovery phase at the beginning of every one of these projects before we make anything at all. And during that discovery, we do a lot of things. But one thing that I like to think about is there are 4 big things to ask. 4 big things that you must ask at the beginning of every web discovery, if you ask nothing else. And they are, what is this website for? Who is this website for? Why are we doing this at all? Which is about opportunity and challenge. And how will the very hardest parts of this, the really sneaky parts, how are they going to be accomplished? And today I want to talk about the first one, which is, what is this website for? Which is really, what is this site's goal? So the question is really important to ask clients because, well, it seems like a really obvious one. Like, it seems like a dumb question, right? For some reason, maybe it's so basic that it isn't explored well enough sometimes. Once you've started a project, then also this question has implications to how and where we spend energy as creatives during the project process. Where do we put our focus? What do we put it on? And where can we maybe lean back a little? And honestly, not taking just a moment to ask that question or a line of questions in that vein means guessing. And I've told you a million times how much I hate guessing. So sometimes organizations themselves haven't really explored what they're doing, why they're doing, what the goal here is until this question comes out. So when you ask, I think a lot of times the first thing you're going to get is functional reasons. The people, want to be redoing or making a website. We've got a trade show in 3 months. We're launching a new project. We changed names. Our old site is hot garbage. And that one we hear a lot. Throw it away. It's terrible. It was 10 years old. We haven't been thinking about it. But beyond those reasons are the actual sort of user-centric goals of the thing they and you are about to spend a whole lot of time thinking about. So it bears digging a little bit deeper. So it's, it's worth it. I think what I want to do to structure this is talk about there are basic types of sites and what they mean when it comes to getting them accomplished. And knowing those things is helpful, kind of knowing what the menu you might be sort of choosing from are. And, the whole reason for this is because a website at its core is a method for humans and to some degree businesses to solve problems. So knowing why you're doing the thing is going to help you figure out what problems you're solving and how to solve them well. So there's lots of possibilities and nuances here. And I'm sure I'm going to miss an edge case or 2 or 10. But websites generally fall into a few categories. And I'll run through all of them. I think that I have 4. Yeah, 4. All right. So first type is what I would call an introductive or enticement type of site. That's brand and marketing sites overall. We used to call them brochure sites, but I don't like to talk about that in that way anymore because no website should ever be a flat brochure. Second type site, I would call it informative. It's usually a little bit deeper, a little meatier. That covers sites that have those components of who are you and what do you do, and they might minimally contain that vibe and story, but those things are kind of secondary. The site itself is more function than story-led. Sales sites exist to sell something as their primary goal. So this is e-commerce in general. Finally, last site. This is one where the goal is, I'd say, knowledge leadership or being a knowledge aggregator. And so these are naturally sites like news outlets, but often also communities, large community sites like Mighty Networks and the like, or even a site like Medium would be fall into this kind of universe.